So chest openers, or I really like to call them heart openers. Let's crack our heart open tonight. So you're going to take a block or a pillow, bend your knees, plant your feet on the ground, and then come to lie down with the block right at the base of your bra strap, or where your lumbar curve and then your thoracic curve meet. So it's right about mid-back. And then you'll let your head come all the way down over that pillow or block, and drop your arms out to the side, face up. If this is a little too deep, you can always take a second prop underneath your head, second light pillow, or maybe even a yoga blanket. Arms out to the side, and then maybe walk your feet forward or let your legs come all the way down. Dropping your toes out to the side. Essentially draping your torso over the lifted block. Oh, here it is. Yeah, nice. Once you find yourself settling down into the pose, once you find that you can let your tension go, kind of melt over the block, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth and take a big sigh out. Ah. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Feel your ribs and your solar plexus expand. Open mouth and make an audible sigh. As you sigh, feel your body melting, the muscles releasing over this mountain of a prop. 1 more time, deep inhale. Fill up all the way down to your belly. Feel your hips heavy on the ground. Open mouth. Letting all of the air seep out. And gently close your lips. Breathe in and out through your nose. Finding that Ujjayi breath, where the breath is textured and you feel it pulling across the inside layer of your throat, the roof of your mouth. There's some humidity, some texture, some grit to your breath. Another deep breath in. Feel it pull across the back of your throat and down. And then exhale through your nose. Start to bring your legs in together. Walk your elbows in so that your torso is propped up. And move the block or prop out of the way. Now you're going to take palms down, thumbs in towards midline, and roll your hands underneath your sit bones. Straighten your legs, point your toes, walk your elbow tips underneath your chest, gaze up to the ceiling. So this is called fish pose. Feel your chest rise up. Inhale. Exhale, let your gaze start to tip back. Keep pulling your chest up so your heart is the highest point of this pose. Point your toes, ground your hip bones into the back of your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Start to push your elbows down and fingers towards your heels. Maybe feel the crown of your head graze the mat. Feel your throat open. Chest rise. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Point your toes. Keep your legs super strong and straight. One more time. Inhale. Open your chest. See if you can lift your collarbones a little bit higher. Exhale. Slowly start to draw your chin in towards your Woo! Chin in towards your chest and gently come up to seated. Woo, getting over a cold, and that was a lot of chest and throat opening. All right. Your feet are still straight out in front of you in Dandasana, staff pose. Keep a gentle bend in your knees if that feels good. And then inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, reach your hands back behind you. Interlace your palms. And then reach your knuckles away from your low back. Keep your toes flexed back towards you. Inhale. Exhale, slowly start to fold forward. Now, it's not going to be a very deep pose to start. Just hinge as much as you can right at the hips. Start to pull your knuckles away from the floor, opening your chest. Inhale. Exhale, maybe fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift your arms a little bit higher. Exhale, fold. Keep pulling your shoulder blades together on your back, maintaining a nice open front as you hinge forward. On your next inhale, slowly come out. Let your hands come down to the base of your spine. Release the grip of your fingers and then bring your arms out by your side. Come to a comfortable seated position, Vrkasana. And then whichever leg you brought on front, switch it up just to find some new neural pathways, find a new favorite side. Inhale again, raise your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. So now without the hamstrings getting involved, the fold is probably a little bit more forgiving. Hopefully your fingertips can come forward enough to reach the floor. Press your finger pads down, palms up. Inhale, lift up halfway. Keeping the palms elevated, again, finger pads rolling down. Pull your chest forward. Exhale, fold, chin in towards your chest. Walk your hands over to the right. So now maybe your forehead is directly over your right knee or maybe nose. Grip down more through the left hand. See if you can walk your left hand farther apart, but then press your left hip down. Feel a side stretch on that left side. Breathe into it. So there's a tightening all the way from the pinky on the left side to that left hip point. Keep pressing that down. Imagine my hands were holding and grounding down that hip. Start to bend your right elbow, bringing your elbow and forearm down to the floor. Press that into the floor and begin to lift your left arm up overhead. Shine your left armpit up towards the ceiling and then palm faces down, pinky forward, thumb behind you. Press down through your forearm into the mat. Again, stretch through the side body. Now slowly start to pivot your gaze up towards the ceiling. Feel your ribs start to rotate a little bit more up towards the ceiling as well. So getting into the right side of your heart. Gentle little back bend. Pull your shoulder blades together and draw them down. Find both hip points still rooted down onto the mat. Breathe in and out. Again, inhale. Exhale, slowly start to pivot your ribs back down. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Press through your right. Find yourself back with both fingertips on the mat. And then walk your hands through center. Again, press your finger pads down. Pull your palms up. Pull your chest forward. Gaze forward. Exhale through your nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Let your chin drop in towards your chest. Start to walk your hands now over to the left side. Thumb or nose, chin is over that left knee. And then walk your right fingertips a little bit longer. Keep pressing your right hip down. Feel a stretch from that right pinky that's grounded down into the floor, all the way along side body down to that outer right hip. Breathe into that right side. Find the little space between each rib. Expand with your inhale. Relax your neck and exhale. And slowly start. There we go. Lost the internet there. Must be the wind or something over here. Okay. So your right arm is reaching up overhead. Press your left forearm down into the mat, palm down. Right lifted, pinky is forward, thumb is back. Keep that outer right hip grounded down and stretch overhead. Air out the armpit, let it just open up. And then start to lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Start to rotate your ribs to shine up towards the ceiling as well. Feel now the right side of your heart starting to get a little bit more air, more movement. Breathing in and out through your nose. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly start to pivot down. Press your left elbow up, walk your hands forward. Grip your fingers down and lift your chest up. Now keep gripping your fingers down, walk your hands forward. See if you can pull yourself up into all fours. Hands under your shoulders. Hips over your knees, tuck your toes. Slowly lift up into a very small down dog. Gaze back at your feet and then make a very slow progress to the front of your mat, finding Uttanasana, forward fold. Knees bent, hip width distance apart. You can drop both fists down in between your hands. And again, let your neck hang down. So it was such a eye-opening experience again to teach in person and really see how many people struggle to release their neck in down dog, in Uttanasana, forward fold. So notice here if you're gazing at the mat, if you have a little bend in your neck, and see if you can actually make it heavy here. Start to walk your hands behind you and then up your legs. Bring your hands together at your low back. Interlace your fingers, trying to take the opposite interlace that you would have naturally gone to. palms together, and then pressing down through your feet, begin to straighten your legs a little bit more. As you breathe in, start to lift your hands up off of your low back, pulling your shoulder blades together on your back. Inhale. Exhale, start to reach those arms forward overhead. Let your head hang. Inhale. Exhale, press down through your feet. Start to feel the weight tip a little bit more into your toes as your hands start to get a little bit closer towards the front of your mat. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to bring your hands slowly back. Let them break at your low back and come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, pull up to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold and drape yourself down. Plant your left hand down in between both of your feet and a little bit forward. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Press through your feet and then start to twist right shoulder on top. Reach the right arm up. Start to stretch the right arm overhead and then bring it down. Replace your left hand with your right hand down on the floor. Now you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. Pull your left hand up to your left hip. Start to stack your shoulders. Stretch your left arm up. Reach it overhead and then bring it down. Replace it where your right hand was. Pull up, inhale. Stretch your arm overhead. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, draws your left arm up. Windmill it overhead and exhale down. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Left hand, inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Both hands down on the floor. Bend your knees. Rest your thighs onto your ribs onto your thighs. Move the weight back into your heels and then stretch both arms forward. Inhale, slowly lift your torso up for Vrkasana, chair pose. Lower your hips down, reach your fingertips up. And so this pose is a good indicator as to how open your shoulders are. So if you notice that to bring your arms up overhead, you start to really get a big compression in your low back. That means you're overcompensating in your low back for your shoulder mobility. So once you reach a point where you feel like, oh, I'm really just letting my torso go, my abs go, stop and come back. So maybe arms are more forward, but you feel like you can lengthen your low back. Keep moving the weight into your heels. Gaze is forward, sit down a little bit deeper. Squeeze your knees towards each other so you maintain hip width distance in your legs. Take another deep breath in and out. Press down through your feet, and on your next breath in, start to straighten your legs. Reach your arms up. Vrkasana. Break your arms apart and exhale. Fold down. Plant your hands down. Step your left and then your right leg back. Find a nice long plank position. Rock forward onto your toes. And then exhale, lower your knees down. Lower your chest down just halfway. So you want to make sure shoulders don't dip below your elbows. Keep squeezing your elbow tips in. And then press through your feet to draw your chest forward. Press down through the tops of your feet and draw your heels towards each other. Upward facing dog. So your hips are elevated off of the mat. Legs are strong and chest is leading in this posture. Start to pull your heels up, roll over your toes, and then draw yourself back. into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Again, relax your neck. Let it hang and oh, nice. I saw some people like, oh yeah, my neck. Relax it. Let it draw your spine long with the weight. No longer adding weight and compression at the top of your spine, but instead using that same weight to draw length back into our spine. As you inhale, slowly draw your left leg high. Hips stay square. Exhale, bring your thigh to your low ribs and then rock forward into a plank. Plant your left foot by your left thumb. Lift your right heel, draw your torso forward. And now you'll plant your right heel in towards midline, right toes out to the right side of your mat. You might want to walk your left foot a little bit over to the left side. You're going to lift up into Vrkasana 1, Warrior 1. So you want to have enough space between your legs that you feel like you can draw this right hip forward as you lift your arms up. Now, Warrior 1 doesn't always feel great on people's knees, so if you take the modification, you can always lift that heel up. But you want this back right leg to be very strong. Reach your fingertips up, square shoulders and hips towards the front of your mat. Draw your ribs in. Exhale, sink your right knee, or your left knee rather, more forward. Then take another deep breath in. Exhale, plant both hands down, lift your right heel, step back into plank position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower knees down, lower chest down. As you lower your chest down, pull it forward. Lead with your heart. Then press the tops of the feet down. Pull your heart through your hands and shine it forward. Draw your shoulder blades back, shoulder heads back. Keep pressing actively through the tops of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, curl over your toes. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feet press down, grip into the mat with your fingertips. Take a deep inhale. Hips maybe walk a little bit higher up towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop your heels down. Then inhale. And exhale. Let your heart melt down towards the mat. Take another deep breath in. And out. As you draw your breath in, draw your right leg up. Exhale, keeping square hips, bend your right knee, bring your thigh to your right ribs, and then pull yourself forward into a plank pose. Set your right foot down by your right thumb. Draw your lunge long as you pull your chest forward. Then step your left foot a little bit in, toes out to the side, heel in towards midline. Again, you can walk this right foot a little bit more over towards the right side. Start to reach your hands forward, and then inhale, draw yourself up into Virabhadrasana 1 on the right side, right knee forward. Pinkies are forward, thumbs back. Deepen your lunge. Press actively through that left leg, so keep it strong. Keep it part of this pose. Bring your ribs in towards midline so they're not shining out towards the side, so that you're not letting go of your torso, letting go of your core. Inhale. Exhale, can you draw that right knee a little bit more forward? Feel an opening along the left psoas. Keep pulling that left hip forward as well. Right hip back, but right knee forward. So there's a tug of war happening right here. Exhale, bring both of your hands down to frame your right foot. Lift the left heel up and step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees down. Lead with your chest as you lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. Press down through the top of your knee or feet. Pull your chest forward and through. Lift your gaze and try and maintain parallel roof of your mouth, bottom of your chin with the ground. Keep pressing through your hands so your thighs are elevated. And then lift your heels, roll back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale all of the air out. Look forward, bend your knees, step or take a little hop to the front of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Let your head release, let your arms dangle. Using that weight to draw you down and then bend your knees. Reach your arms forward and then use your arms to slowly lift your torso. Again, knowing where to put on the brakes so that you can find a nice long, low back. Letting there be space between each lumbar vertebra. Feel the weight move into your heels. Feel the heat building in your legs. Exhale, sink down a little bit deeper, and then inhale, press up to standing. Reach your arms up. Exhale, part your hands and come back down into a forward fold. We're going to slip in a classical sun between sides. Once your hands come down, step your left foot back into a nice long lunge. Draw your right knee forward and lower your left knee down. Press the top of your left foot down. Opening up your psoas on the left side. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale. Look up at your fingers. You're going to take your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. And then exhale, stretch overhead towards the right side of your mat. Finding a really nice long side body stretch. Pulling your right knee forward and keeping an integration in your legs to find your balance, especially when we're moving forward and then 90 degrees over to the right side can be a little bit wonky. Keep your gaze steady forward as you pull with your right arm, lengthening the left side. Keep your core pulling in. Inhale, come up. Exhale, part your hands, plant your hands down, tuck your back toes and step back to plank. All right, this time, Chaturanga Dandasana, your choice if you want to lower down to your knees or keep your knees lifted. As you reach your heart forward, and again, lower down just halfway. Kick your toes back, press the tops of your feet down, pull your heart through, lift your gaze. And then exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot forward by your left thumb. Pull your lunge long and then gently lower your right knee, press the top of your right foot down. Inhale, pull your arms up. Exhale, draw your left knee forward. Keep pressing down through your legs. Gaze up to your hands. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lift. Gaze is forward. Exhale, pull it over to the left side. You want to keep drawing this right shoulder down. Keep it integrated around your shoulder socket. So you're not dislocating that right arm, but instead, like a tug of war again. You're drawing down and you're pulling with the left hand to find lengthening on that right side. Find a little bit more breath into that right lung. Right side of your heart expands. Breathing into any areas of tightness. And then slowly pull yourself back up. Plant your hands down, gaze forward, tuck your back toes, and step forward to the front of your mat. Press through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center, pause. In between sides on our classical sun, take a break and take a breath. Find strength here in your standing posture. Then gently open your eyes if they're closed. Pull your arms back up overhead. And then exhale, fold. Step your right leg back. Take a nice long lunge and gently lower your right knee down. Press the top of your right foot down. Inhale, sweep both of your arms up. All right, a little bit different on this side. We're going to bend our elbows and grab opposite elbows. So from the front, it looks like this. And then pull your forearms up towards the ceiling. Start to lift your gaze up towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. Again, lift up through your armpits. It's such an important part of the body. So much runs through our armpits. We always have our arms down, closed off. Let your breath start to breathe into that area, opening up the shoulders, the pectorals. Slowly break your arms, lift them high. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down, tuck your back toes, lift up, and then step back plank. Inhale, rock forward on your toes. Either lower your knees down or keep them lifted, Chaturanga Dandasana on your exhale. Pull your heart forward, lift it up. Upward facing Adho Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward by your right thumb. Pull your lunge long and then lower left knee, top of your left foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Gazes forward. Grab opposite elbows and take the opposite forearm in front. So you might have to be like, yeah, that one feels a little bit weirder. Whichever one feels weird, take that one on this side. Try your right knee forward. Pull your elbow tips up and draw them back behind you. Lift your gaze up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale and exhale. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch them straight up. Exhale, break and let them frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes and step forward. Feet hip width distance apart. Bend your knees. Inhale, rise up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Long, low back. Weight into the heels. Inhale, gazes forward. Exhale, sit down and back. Draw your navel in more. Squeeze your knees towards each other. Inhale. Exhale, sit down and back. Press through your feet. Inhale, lengthen your legs. Come to standing Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, release your arms. Bring them all the way down. Inhale, pull your hands up your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. You can step back into a lunge or into a plank, or bend your knees and press into your hands, hop back. You'll have some little bend in your elbows if you're taking that hop. Then rock forward, lead with your chest. Exhale, lower down halfway. Taking any variation that feels good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Keep your hips square. Exhale, bring your left foot forward by your left thumb. Into a lunge. Bring your right foot a little bit out to the right side and then ground your heel down in towards midline. Moving back into Virabhadrasana 1. So find that same stance of your feet. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Draw your left knee forward. Pull your ribs in towards midline and press actively through that back leg. Then release your arms down. Interlace your palms. Stretch your knuckles down and then inhale, gaze up. Draw your left knee a little bit more forward. With your hands, find your right hamstring. Guide your arms to the outside of your right hip. And then keep that left hand there. I like to actually open my palm and capture the outside of that right thigh. Then inhale, stretch your right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep bending deeply in your left knee. Exalted warrior. Lift your gaze maybe up towards the ceiling. Start to open your chest. Keep those ribs pulling in towards midline and let your core and your low back work here to support you. Another inhale, stretch more through those right fingers. Exhale, cartwheel, right hand down, left hand down. Lift your right leg, right heel, and step back plank. Inhale, lead with your chest forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Kick your toes back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep pulling your heels together, strong legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew, I don't know if it's like summer, but I'm already getting hot and a little sweaty in this back room. So hopefully you're feeling the heat here too. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, bend your right knee, plant your right foot by your right thumb. Take a nice long lunge and then step the left foot a little bit forward, ground your heel down. So again, use that muscle memory from the first side. Bend your right knee and sweep your arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Gaze is forward. Feet are strong and steady, making the foundation of this pose. Then pull that energy up from your hips. Engage around your core. Find the support here so that you can open in your heart. Release your hands down. Take that funky interlace. So different pinky on the bottom, different thumb on top. Pull your shoulder blades together and then draw them down as your knuckles creep a little bit lower towards the mat. Pull your right knee even more forward. Now take your hands, bring them to the outside of your left hip. So you feel a really nice pull and opening on the right shoulder. And then you'll release the bind of your hand. Press your right palm to the outside of your left leg. Sweep your left arm up, exalted warrior, bend deeper into that front leg, and lift your gaze to your left fingertips. Pull your left fingertips up and maybe drift them back. You open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, actively press through your back leg. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Last time, inhale, pull with your left arm up. Release your right, exhale, cartwheel down, both hands down. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Inhale, rock your chest forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Toes back. Inhale, pull your chest up and through. Exhale, a downward facing dog. Whew. Breathe in and out. Relax your knees. Let your head hang. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, deep breath in and out. Bend your knees, look forward, take a couple steps, or play with hopping forward to your Vrkasana. Bend your knees and lift your arms up. Lengthen your low back. Feel your core integrate and support the lift in your arms. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. And then inhale, press to straight. Bring your hands down to heart center. And then find both feet firmly planted on your mat. Gaze is forward. You're going to press down through your left leg. Lift your right knee up. Flex your right foot. Then bring your hand down to find that right foot. And press more into the standing leg. Come into tree pose, Vrkasana. You can plant your foot to the inside of your thigh, your calf, or your ankle. Just please skip the inside of your knee. Then bring your hands to your hips. Start to pull that right leg back like a door on the hinges, placing that door in a closed position. Hips are open, but you can imagine that you want that door to be firmly in the frame. Right. Keep a gentle bend, some flexibility, some motion in that knee to find your balance. Move your gaze to a spot on the floor or a spot in front of you that's not moving, and then inhale, reach your arms up. Shine your palms forward, exhale, cactus your arms, draw your elbow tips down, lift your chest high. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, pull down. Imagine that there is resistance. Maybe even make fists. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, pull shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Bring your knee back forward. And then start to kick your leg back as you reach forward through Virabhadrasana 3, and then bring hands down into a vertical split. Point your right toes down towards the mat. Gaze down your right leg. You can always bring that block in, or maybe your water bottle underneath your hands if that's helpful. Inhale, exhale, slowly start to bend that left leg. Set the right toes back from a nice long lunge, and then set the right knee down on the mat. If you have a thin mat, you're going to want to curl it up so that your right knee is on a little cushion. Then bring your hands up to your left knee. Gaze is forward. Again, notice if you're just kind of slumping back, core is just like hanging out. Pull it back in. Find integration. Draw it in here. Hands on your front thigh, and then you're going to keep your left hand rooted on your left thigh. Start to bend your right knee. Reach back with that right hand and capture the top of your foot. You want to draw your hips forward and down once you find that capture. And if you're like, heck no, I cannot get there today, that's why we got a strap. You can always bring the strap around that ankle and then use the strap in your right hand to pull any amount. So pull in any props that you need. A belt, a scarf will work also as a lasso for that right foot. Now left hand, I like to keep that on my left knee to make sure that I'm drawing it in towards midline and not letting myself just flop open into like a lazy pigeon pose. If you feel like you have a good foundation in that left foot, then reach your left arm up. as you pull your right knee in, right heel in rather, towards your glutes. Keep your gaze forward, take a deep breath in and out. One more time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring your left hand down. Slowly release your right leg and plant your hands down to the floor. Unwind your mat. Step back into plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale all of the air out. Bend your knees. Take a little hop or a step to the front. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down and back. Breathe in and out. Lengthen your tailbone as though there were weights drawing it down. Deep breath in and out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, sink down and then press to standing. Find strength by rooting down through both feet. We'll move into our tree pose on the second side. You'll keep your right leg planted down. Lift your left knee up. And slowly reach down. Find your left foot. Pull it up to the inside of your right leg. Again, either thigh, calf, or ankle. Skip the knee area. And bring your hands to your hips. Elbows out to the side. So imagine that is like a wall. And you want to snug that door into the frame. So pulling the knee back. Keep a gentle bend in your standing leg so there's some flexibility so that your leg can move to accommodate any wind in your area, blowing your tree. And then slowly reach your arms up. Lift your gaze. And exhale, this time finding a static hold. Pulling your elbow tips down, shining your palms forward, letting them drop back behind you. Open your chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, draw your ribs in towards each other. Find your spine stacking to support you, your core, your solar plexus, and all the way up to that core of your heart. Still aligned, even though they're arching back. Inhale and exhale. Woo. One more time, deep breath in and out. Inhale, take the arch out of your spine, reach your arms up, pull your left knee forward. And then start to tip, kicking your left leg back. And then slowly bringing your hands down to a vertical split. Finding a prop if you need to. Gaze down the left leg. Turn the toes down. And then begin to bend in the right knee. Set the left toes back. Finding a nice long lunge. Again, cushion underneath that left knee if you'd like to. And then pull your right knee forward. Climb your hands up onto your right thigh and draw your chest forward. If you needed the strap on the other side, then lasso that back foot. Keep the right hand grounded on the right thigh. drawing it slightly in towards midline so you keep a lot of pressure on the big toe and the inside of your heel. And sweep your left arm back, bend your left knee, and find your foot or that strap. Pull your left shoulder back forward, so hips and shoulders are square, and then begin to pull your heel in. Again, remember to draw your ribs in towards midline. Core is engaged and pulling in. Gaze is steady and forward on something that's not moving. If you'd like to, you can reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. In and out. Open your chest. Forward. Feel your leg helping to open the left side. Maybe lift your gaze. Continue to pull your right knee forward. Inhale. And exhale slowly. Bring your right hand back down if it's lifted. And release your left knee down to left foot. Unwind the mat. Tuck your back toes, plant your hands, and step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway. Kick your toes back, pull your chest up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hands down into the mat. Inhale. And exhale. More time, take a deep breath in and out. Then inhale, ripple your spine forward, come back into a plank. This time, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. You're going to extend your left arm out to the left side. Make sure it is perpendicular to your body. Palm face down. And then gaze to your right, setting your left temple down onto the mat. With your right hand under your right shoulder, slowly press to rock onto your left side body. And then take the top leg, so your right leg, let it just drop back behind you so your big toe maybe grazes the floor. Keep pressing your left palm down into the mat. Use your right hand to adjust the intensity on the front of your left shoulder. And if it feels good and you like to, you can always lift the right arm up. Open your fingers wide and then let it drop directly back behind you, as though you could squeeze a ball between the back of your palms. So it can't drop down towards your hip or overhead, but instead it's like there was a ball directly behind your shoulder blades. Big yoga ball. Relax your head down into the mat. Feel the weight drop a little bit more back as you open up on the left shoulder head. And if your right arm is lifted, gently bring it back forward, bend your elbow, plant it down under your shoulder, begin to stack your legs, and then roll back onto your belly. Bring the left arm in and extend your right arm out, palm face down. Gaze away, resting your left or right ear on the mat, right temple. And then with your left hand, start to guide yourself over onto the right side. Lift your left leg, the top leg up just slightly, and then drop it back behind you. Maybe big toe touching down and grazing the earth. Keep pressing your right palm down. Relax in your head. And then if you did so on the other side, extend your left arm up. Spread your palm. Again, imagine there was a beach ball directly behind your heart. Squeeze that ball towards each other, not letting that left hand drop down to the hip or reach up overhead. Feel your shoulder blades pull together and your heart reach forward. Relax your head down. Continue to breathe in and out gently through your nose. And start to come out, lifting your left arm up and then bringing it back down under your shoulder. Stack your hips. Roll onto your belly. Gently shift yourself to one side and then slowly roll all the way onto your back. Once you get to your back, straighten yourself on your mat and extend your left and your right leg long. Press down a little bit into your elbows so you can pull your shoulder blades together underneath your heart and then set your torso back down so your heart is elevated. Your arms rest down to the side, back of the hands resting on the floor. Turn to the natural cadence of your breath. Still noticing that as you breathe in, your chest lifts. There's a little bit more space in your chest for your heart. Your heart is lifted and open. Shoulders dropping back into the mat. And as you move forward into the rest of your week, I hope you remember the last 60 minutes so that you can lead with love and courage. Courage doesn't mean you're invincible or headstrong. To lead with courage means to be vulnerable in the pursuit. To be vulnerable is to expose your heart, to peel away those layers of fear and resistance, to let yourself be exposed. One more deep breath into the cavity that holds your heart. Breathe a little bit more space into that area. And exhale. Slowly fill your knees up towards the ceiling, planting your feet down on the ground. Gently roll to one side. Pull your knees up and then curl around your heart. Feel your elbows coming towards each other. The protection of a fetal position. The opposite of leading with your heart, instead cowering, wrapping yourself around this vulnerability, this vulnerable space. Slowly press yourself up into a seat. Stack your spine. Again, open the space of your heart. Bring your palms together. Let your thumb rest on that space. Lift it up towards the ceiling and lift your chin slightly. Reestablishing an open heart as you move forward into your week. As you inhale, lift your thumbs up to third eye center. Be curious. Follow your bliss. Namaste.